Now the question is, what is next? Well, I've been talking about this for quite a while, and well, it's time to get this thing here underneath this thing here. Now, as you guys can see, I've got a bunch of blocks in place. They basically need to be 3 high in the back and 4 high in the front. Now, why 4 high in the front? Well, because the front has to go higher because of the tires. So what I have here is I've borrowed some metal from the welding guy, and I am basically going to lift it up. I've got a jack. I've got a couple of spare blocks that the jack can sit on. Got a 2x4 right there to help distribute the weight underneath it. As I jack it up, I can put another block there on top of these and put those on top of it. At least that is the hope. Now I am doing this, of course, by myself, so let's just get to this. All right, so Pops is on his way over here and just looking at the frame with the trailer. It looks like it'll make it. However, I definitely need to move a little bit of this wood over here because it's just in the way, and I'm not gonna be able to get that side tire over far enough, I don't think, to be able to adjust it. I'm still gonna have to adjust the trailer once it's sitting down on the frame, but the closer I can get it, the better I'm gonna be. All right, that looks much better. Now, one thing that I've learned with this is to not be lazy and not move things when it looks like they could be moved or not. Just go ahead and move them because it ends up that you should have moved it. And I'm learning that a lot with this project. Okay, watch this side as I back it in.
Okay. Looking good. Looking good, looking good.
Whew. Yeah, it is, but
How far past the frame does the trailer go?
it doesn't.
Oh.
And,
8 inches to go before you reach the back end.
well, she ain't gonna sit perfect the first time anyway, so.
Oh,
Move that cord below it.
you hold that, I'll hold this.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep. That's it.
That's it?
Yep.
Okay. Hold on. Catch it there.
Yep. All right, so guys, well, there it is on the trailer. Unfortunately, the phone stopped recording during a portion of us getting it underneath there and lining it all up. So what we ended up doing to get it off of the bricks is we actually used a handyman jack to lift it up a little bit, and that allowed us to controllably set it back down. We did that on the front as well as the back from the side, because that inside frame is a little bit recessed. It was pretty easy to do. Didn't have to force the jack out from underneath it or anything. So that was handy, hence the handy jack. And I have the table that it was sitting on semi broken down. It's off of its legs anyway, just enough that I can kind of move it around forcibly. I will end up breaking this down along with the legs and all that to use for the galley doors. This is probably going to make up a good portion of that. And I have most of the bolts seated into the little brackets underneath. There are a couple of them that I'm going to have to ream out a little bit more just to be able to get them to sit right, because I'm guessing when I was drilling them from up, I kind of wasn't straight, so now it's causing me a little bit of an issue. But I will have to take the ones out that are in properly anyway, because I have to figure out some kind of sealant to put in there so that it'll be waterproof and water won't be able to work its way up into those bolt holes. Now that it's on the frame, I'm gonna end up hitting my ankles and my legs on this extra 5 feet that is sticking out in front of it, but I'm okay with that because it means that I can at least move this forward, I can move it back, I can do whatever I need to do with it. And that'll be really handy, especially when I'm working on the back galley doors. Just to be able to have a little bit more room back there will be very nice. As always, if you guys want to see where I'm learning how to build this stuff from, make sure to check out the resource section down in the video description. And that's it for the day, guys. I'm pooped. Till next time, you guys all have a good one.